Joining me now on the Daily Ledger Page 5 beat from Nashville, Tennessee, economic analyst, hedge fund manager, and contributor to Forbes and other publications, Thomas Landstreet. Tom, this is part of the self-loathing billionaire club, I like to call it. I think Warren Buffett is a member of this exclusive club, likes to hate himself, calls for higher taxes. And in this case, Michael Bloomberg is calling for higher taxes on the rich. Here's the problem. Washington, D.C., the bureaucrats, the swamp, gets to define who is rich. And it's not necessarily going to be billionaires. It's not necessarily going to be millionaires. It could be whatever they want it to be, and that is the problem. It could be somebody that makes $60,000 a year. Suddenly that person is rich. It is completely un-American to even look at things this way.
Well, you're right, certainly. But the bigger issue here is that they're very bad for the economy. I was initially interested in Bloomberg, thinking he might be a reasonable alternative, if you will, to Donald Trump, that he might not be as bad as the other Democrats. I'm afraid his economic policies as they trickle out, Graham, are bad. And one of them is a progressive tax rate where he's going to tax the productive citizens. And by the way, he's going to kill the golden goose because, Trump's tax cuts have actually led to a significant increase in wages among the lowest quartile of wage earner, the non-supervisory worker, up almost 5% their wages in the most recent quarter. 5%, the most in over 35 years. So those tax cuts trickled right on down. The voodoo economics actually worked, and the lowest class wage earner is doing the best. They've had the biggest wage gain. So what he's going to do is kill that golden goose. So, it's anti-worker. That's the worst part of this.
Trickle down does work. They used to accuse Ronald Reagan of, quote, voodoo economics. Well, we call it the free market system. And so when he talks about raising the corporate, just when the corporate tax was lowered, Thomas, now we have Bloomberg campaigning on raising the corporate tax. And so this is a great opportunity to remind Americans who pays the corporate tax. Does the corporation, McDonald's, pay the corporate tax increase? Or does McDonald's pass that tax increase on to people who buy Big Macs? And we know the answer to the question. It's passed on to the people who buy the Big Macs.
Yes. But, more important than that, buying the Big Macs, you're right, it trickles right down. These people do go spend that money. They're much more efficient. As you know, it usually comes around Christmas and back to school. But the truth is, that's why the consumer economy is so strong right now. And it really is what's driving our economy in the midst of this big time slowdown driven by both the tariff regime, but also this new coronavirus. We got a distinct slowdown in the industrial economy that's being made up for by consumer spending, which is 100% tied to Trump's tax cuts. So if Bloomberg wants to tank the consumer economy, he's getting ready to.
People have more money and they have more disposable income, and they're helping fuel a relatively strong economy right now. Thomas, thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.